Hey there, welcome back. This video is about intimacy, but not in the shallow way we usually talk about it. It is about what happens when a man stops treating a woman's body like a place to prove himself and begins treating her presence, her nervous system, her heart, and her trust as something sacred. Stay with this because the real lesson is not about technique. It is about the kind of presence that allows connection to become safe enough, honest enough, and deep enough to actually matter. Sex is not a conquest. At its deepest level, it is an act of devotion. And that is where many men are still standing at the doorway, thinking they have entered the room. Most men were never truly taught intimacy. They were taught performance. They were taught to chase approval, to prove masculinity, to look confident, to act like they already know. They were handed a distorted education through pornography, locker room stories, cultural bravado, and silence. Then they were expected to somehow become emotionally intelligent lovers without ever being taught how to listen to a woman's body, how to respect her pace, how to ask a real question without feeling ashamed. That is not strength. That is conditioning. And conditioning can be unlearned. The uncomfortable truth is this: a woman's body is not a test you pass by being more forceful, more confident, more dominant, or more technically impressive. Her body is not a machine. Her pleasure is not a button you find by luck. Her surrender is not something you take. It is something that becomes possible when she feels safe enough to soften. That word matters. Safe. Safety is not boring. Safety is not weak. Safety is not the absence of desire. Safety is the foundation that allows desire to deepen instead of becoming performance. When her nervous system senses that she is being rushed, studied, pressured, judged, or used as proof of someone else's ego, her body may stay guarded, even if she says nothing. She may smile, she may comply, she may perform comfort, but part of her is already leaving. This is what many men miss. A woman can be physically present and emotionally absent. She can be in the room, in the relationship, even in the intimacy, and still feel alone. And when a man is too focused on whether he is doing it right, lasting long enough, being impressive enough, or getting the results he wants, he may never notice that she has stopped feeling met. Because presence is not performance. Presence is the ability to be with her without turning the moment into review of yourself. Presence asks, what is happening in her body right now? What is happening in her breath? Is she softening? Or is she bracing? Is she relaxed? Or is she trying to manage my feelings? Is she able to tell me the truth? Or have I created a space where honesty feels risky? This is where intimacy becomes spiritual work. Not because it has to be mystical or dramatic, but because real intimacy exposes the ego. It reveals where we want to rush. It reveals where we want validation. It reveals where we are afraid to ask, afraid to slow down, afraid to be guided, afraid to admit that we do not know everything. Many men confuse confidence with certainty. But in intimacy, real confidence sounds very different. Real confidence can say, show me what feels good. Real confidence can say, do you want me to slow down? Real confidence can say, I want to understand your body, not assume I already do. Real confidence can listen without collapsing into shame. That is rare. And it is powerful. Because when a woman can tell the truth without having to protect a man's ego, something changes. The whole field changes. The body stops defending. The heart stops editing. The moment becomes less about achieving something and more about entering something together. This is the difference between using a woman and meeting a woman. To use her is to make her body responsible for your confidence. To meet her is to bring your awareness, your tenderness, your restraint, your curiosity, and your humility into the room. To use her is to chase a response. To meet her is to care about her experience. To use her is to perform desire. To meet her is to become present enough that desire has somewhere sacred to land. And this is not only about men. It is about the larger wound in intimacy itself. So many people have learned to perform closeness while secretly feeling unseen. So many have learned to say yes with their body while their deeper self is whispering, "Please slow down. Please notice me. Please do not make me responsible for your need to feel powerful." A woman's pleasure is not complicated because women are impossible to understand. It becomes complicated when nobody is listening. It becomes complicated when she has learned that her honesty might hurt someone's pride. It becomes complicated when she has learned to endure what should have been a conversation. So if you want to touch a woman with depth, begin before your hands ever reach her. Begin with the energy you bring. Begin with the way you look at her. Not like she is a trophy, not like she is a challenge, not like she is a fantasy you are trying to extract from her. Look at her like a living soul, a complete human being, a woman with memory, sensitivity, desire, fear, wisdom, and a body that has its own timing. Then ask. Ask what she likes. Ask what helps her feel safe. Ask what makes her feel desired without feeling pressured. Ask what she wishes men understood but rarely do. And when she answers, listen. Do not listen while secretly preparing your defense. Do not listen while turning her words into a performance checklist. Do not listen only to get a better outcome. Listen because her truth matters. This is where the masculine begins to mature. Immature masculinity wants to control. Mature masculinity can hold presence. Immature masculinity wants to be impressive. Mature masculinity wants to be trustworthy. Immature masculinity takes silence as permission. Mature masculinity understands that real consent is alive, relational, and ongoing. It is not a one-time doorway. It is a continuing conversation of the body, breath, words, pace, and attention. And if that makes you uncomfortable, good. Let it make you honest. Because the point is not to become perfect. The point is to become awake. Pornography can teach the body to chase stimulation, but it cannot teach the soul how to connect. It cannot teach attunement. It cannot teach reverence. It cannot teach how to notice when someone is present with you or simply performing for you. It cannot teach how to create a space where another person feels free enough to be real. That is learned through humility, through conversation, through slowing down, through caring more about connection than applause. Real intimacy begins when the ego gets quiet enough for the heart to enter. It begins when a man stops asking, "How am I doing?" and starts sensing, "Are we here together?" It begins when he understands that her pleasure is not his trophy. It is her experience. It belongs to her. He does not own it. He does not force it. He does not manufacture it like a goal. He helps create the conditions where her body and heart can decide whether they feel safe enough to open. That is the sacred responsibility. Not to make her become anything for you, but to create a space where she can return to herself. That is why technique alone will never be enough. Technique without presence becomes empty. Confidence without sensitivity becomes pressure. Desire without reverence becomes consumption. And touch without listening becomes loneliness wearing the mask of intimacy. So touch her like you care about what her body is telling you. Touch her like you are not in a hurry to prove anything. Touch her like you understand that softness cannot be demanded. Touch her like you know she is not an object, not a puzzle, not a performance review, not a fantasy scene, and not a reward for your effort. She is a universe, and you do not enter a universe by conquering it. You enter by becoming quiet enough to perceive it. You enter by becoming humble enough to ask. You enter by becoming safe enough to be trusted. The best intimacy of your life will not come from pretending to know everything. It will come from finally releasing the script. It will come from remembering that another person's body is not a place to escape your loneliness. It is not a stage for your ego. It is not a shortcut to feeling powerful. It is a place where two human beings either meet or they miss each other. And if you are present, truly present, you may discover something simple and life-changing. Women are not asking for a performance. They are asking to be felt. They are asking to be listened to. They are asking to be safe enough to tell the truth. They are asking for a kind of connection that does not leave them alone in the dark. So relearn what you thought you knew. Slow down, ask better questions, listen with your whole body, let your ego step aside, and touch her, not as someone trying to win, but as someone finally ready to meet her. If this teaching stays with you, let it become practice, not just an idea. The next time you enter intimacy, do not begin by trying to impress. Begin by becoming present. Ask, listen, slow down, let connection lead. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a great week.